Welcome back. Holy cow, it's February. What in the world? Like, I don't know where the month of January went. It just like flew by. It really does scare me because last year went by so quickly. Like, it's starting to freak me out a lot. And like, that's how you know that like you're like an adult and you've entered adulthood, when time flies. It's crazy. I can't believe the month of January, I don't know where it went. I wasn't in the month of January. I'm still like in December. I had so many videos that I wanted to do and that I'm still planning on doing if time allows. But so today I have for you this look. It is a rosy gold smoky eye, very soft, very romantic. I used a lot of products that were new that I had never tried before that I actually ended up loving. So that's kind of exciting. There are a lot of products that I've tried lately that I have fallen in love with. So I feel like I should do a favorites video really soon. But yeah, so this is the look that I came up with. I had in mind a rose gold smoky eye, and I love it. It has like fed my soul in every way possible. I think it's very soft and romantic and a little sexy, just really, really pretty and feminine. And that's exactly what I was going for. So, yes. Oh, and can we just take a moment to appreciate the background? I am so freaking excited to have my own space to store all of my makeup, all of my filming equipment. Like, I did not have a designated spot for my makeup and for my filming because I was always going back and forth from house to house. Then things started getting really bad to where my makeup was starting to be at like 3 places at once. So I would have makeup at Robbie's house, I would have makeup at my house, I would have makeup in my car, and then in my my filming equipment, it started kind of being scattered all over the place. And then my anxiety really kicked in and I started to really freak out because once I started thinking like things could get lost, and it just stressed me out. So this was definitely a long time coming. I can't tell you like how excited I am to finally have a space for my own, to just leave everything and have a designated spot, makeup slash beauty room, makeup slash beauty slash filming room. Back here, this is my work desk. So this is where I'm going to be editing videos and just doing talkovers and just working. This is going to be one of the backdrops, obviously. And then directly on this side over here, I'm getting a big long dresser to store all my makeup and then put shelves on top. So this is going to be like the big daddy project, like this right here. And then I do know that on this wall for here, I want to be able to do some wallpaper, which I'm really intimidated by because I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to figure it out. So yeah, so there are going to be 3 different backdrops for me, which I'm really excited about. So 1, 2, and 3. I just can't wait to finally have a space for all of my makeup, be able to see everything laid out, be able to like go in a drawer and just reach for what I need. Like, that just feeds my soul in every way. So yeah, so that's what's kind of new right now. Yeah, guys, I think that's all that I have to say. Yeah, I think that's it. So if you like what you see, keep on watching and we will just jump right into the tutorial. So yeah. So yes, if you like what you see, just keep on watching and we will jump right into the tutorial. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water because my skin is feeling a little parched this morning. I honestly don't know if this is just like fancy water or if it really does prime. I don't think that it primes, at least for me. I haven't noticed that, but I like it for the fact that I can spray it on after my makeup is done and throughout the day, and it'll just give it a nice boost and just refresh everything. And then before I apply my makeup, it just hydrates my skin really, really nicely, and it smells like a spa in a bottle. I really do like this stuff if I'm not using my Fix Plus. So for today, I'm going to go ahead and start off with my foundation first, and I'm going to be using the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. Looks like this right here, and I'm in the shade Nude. I'm going to be picking that up with my Morphe M439 buffering brush. This bottle is so beat up, but I just recently purchased a new one because I'm running low on this one. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I did wash my face and moisturize before I started this, as always. All over the areas of the face to really cover. I really, really do love this foundation. It quickly became one of my favorites. It is such a full coverage foundation, but it has like a dimmy to dimmy matte finish. It's not like completely matte. I will say you really do not need a lot of this product because it is so thick. A little bit does go a long way. If you are heavy-handed with it, it can get like, you can get cake face really fast. I've noticed that recently I have been like creasing a lot in my laugh lines, and I do know that when I use this foundation, it tends to be a little bit more apparent. So for my concealer, I was kind of stuck between the Urban Decay Naked Skin and then the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my just tried and true Urban Decay. Get a nice swipe of color under the eye. I am aware that this concealer is very light for me, but I do like to take a few shades lighter because I like to use my concealer as a highlight. And I'm just going to take that with a beauty sponge. And I really do like a bright, stark highlight under my eyes. And that is just me. I think that's a phase that I'm like never going to get out of. And the Real Techniques brush, what I'm going to do is with whatever's left over, I'm going to start taking that onto my lid so that this can prime for the shadows that we're going to go in with in just a second. Oh my gosh. There's like nothing like the beauty sponge. Like truly, this is my favorite way to blend out my concealer. And so I'm going to go ahead and set that immediately because like I said, I will crease so quickly. So I'm going to be using a lot of powder products in this video, which I normally don't do because my skin is so dry. But lately my skin hasn't reacted to it so bad, like it's done pretty well with all the powder products. So what I'm going to use first to set under my eyes is the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. It looks like this right here. I love this powder so much. It reminds me a lot of the Makeup Forever HD powder. It is super fine powder. I like to use this on men. And men like it a lot as well. I use it on Robbie to kind of cover up his problem areas. I don't think he would appreciate me saying all this. But I just used a little bit of concealer on a beauty sponge and then went in with this all over where I had put that concealer. And it is just like magic powder. It's like a magic eraser powder. This stuff is so great. So what I'll do is I will like dip a little bit of my brush into the pan, tap it off, and then get the cap and then like swirl my brush around in there. It saves product that way, and then it makes sure that you get the product evenly onto the brush. And I'm gonna go, and the brush that I'm using is the Real Techniques setting brush, my ultimate favorite brush for under eye setting powder. I've used so many different brushes and I always come back to this one. I love it. I'm gonna be going in back and forth motions under the eye and then taking it down to like a triangle. This does say under eye setting like brightening powder. But honestly, I go in with this in all the areas that I put that concealer. Like, so all the areas that I highlighted, I will go in and put a little bit of that. And for right now, that's the only powder product I'm going to use, but I'm going to be going in with 2 more after I do my eyes and start like on my contour and blush to finish up the face. So just really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, but I'm going to do them off camera because I have a feeling my camera is going to die in the middle of this video because it's going to be so long. So I'm going to do that off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so the brows are done. The products that I used for them was the Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Soft Brown, and then I went over that with the Benefit Gimme Brow in light medium. So next I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into my eyes, and I'm gonna be using the Illuminate by Ashley Tisdale palette, and this is by BH Cosmetics. I'm pretty sure this is the first time that I have used a BH Cosmetics product here on my channel. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've ever used anything BH Cosmetics. I'm lying. I did purchase a blush palette like back in the day and then randomly found another like highlight and contour cheek palette at Urban Outfitters. I swatched the colors on this palette and they blew me away. This is the palette Beach Goddess. She has 2 palettes. One is Night Goddess and this is Beach Goddess. And the colors look like this right here. Just beautiful, like rosy, rose gold tones. My favorite. Like this palette is beautiful. There was a plastic over it and it had the name to each of the shadows like right on top, but I threw the plastic away, so I have no idea what the names of these eyeshadows are. So I'm just going to be pointing to them. The first one that I'm going to use is this guy right here. Wait, yeah, this one right here. It's just a light vanilla-ish shade. It is a matte shade, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Morphe E40 and I'm just going to put this all over the lid just to kind of blank everything out. What this is going to do is it's just going to help out with the next shadows that we go in with. It's just going to give it like a nice blank and smooth canvas, and it's going to help us blend things out much easier. So now that we have that shade all onto the lid, it's way too dark out there. I'm going to close the blinds. So the color that I'm going to go ahead and take into my crease is this bronzer shade right here. And I'm going to go ahead and pick that up with my MIKASA Beauty E300 brush. Looks like this right here. And so with this one, I'm going to go ahead and put it into my crease from the inner to the outer corner. And what I'm going to do is drag it out. Like so, kind of like I'm gonna do like a cut crease, but I'm not. So what I wanted to do is I want the shadow and the brush to kind of go like in this kind of movement right here, just out. And you'll see what I mean just in a second. I want this look to be very, very, very blown out, very light and romantic. So that's why I'm really not afraid to really take the shadow out. Start on the other eye, to the outer corner. Okay, so now that I have that shadow kind of mapped out, I'm going to go in with, let's see, my Morphe Empire 1 brush with a little bit, just a little dab of product, and I'm going to go and blend that out further. I'm going to take this like espresso brown and this red, this reddish brown, kind of reminds me of Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. I'm going to take those two and I'm going to mix them. If you're going to take one more than the other, take more of the espresso brown. And I'm going to be taking that on a MIKASA E230 brush. Looks like this right here. Work and place this color into the outer V. Like that. I don't want this color to be intense at all. I'm just placing this color into the outer corner because I want it to have a little bit of depth in there. In a V shape. Put it into that outer V. Like that. I really, really do love this brush just because it is nice and tiny, so you can really get precise with where you want to put this color. And for this particular look, like I said, I don't want an intense wash of color. So because this is a white-haired brush, it's going to give us just a light application. So once I have that color into the inner V, I'm like meshing it in to that first color we put into our lid. I'm going to go back in with my Morphe Empire 1. I'm going to marry those two shades together even further. Okay, so the two colors that I'm going to be taking are for my lid are going to be these two right here, just such pretty like rose gold metallic-y colors. Oh, so pretty. And I'm going to be taking my Morphe G20 brush. I can't find my Fix Plus, so I'm just going to spritz a little bit of the primer water onto the brush. Just one is all we need. These colors are so pretty. These are like my shades. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover up a little bit of that like espresso shade that we put in the crease. That's fine because you're still going to be able to see a little bit of that darker color peeking out from underneath. These colors, I can't get over how pretty they are. Like, BH Cosmetics has put me in my place. Then once that color is placed on the lid, I'm going to go back in with my Morphe Empire 1. And I'm just going to blend all of that together, like so. I'm going to use, as a highlight for my brow bone, I'm going to take the lightest shade that's in the palette, which is this one right here.
since it's the closest thing to me, I'm just going to take this Sony Shook brush. It's a tiny little brush, looks like this, and placing that onto the brow bone to give it a little bit of a highlight. Actually, I'm going to take that and this color right here, shimmer shade. The first one was matte. I want a little bit of a glisten in there, like that. And while I'm still working with the shadows, I'm going to go ahead and blend out my bottom lash line. To do that, I'm going to take first the bronzer shade that we used in the crease, and I'm going to be applying that with a MIKASA Beauty E310 brush. Looks like this right here. And with this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this under and kind of connect it just like this to that shadow that we have on top. Like so. And then to go on top of that color, I'm going to take a little bit of this pretty shade, this pretty rose gold that's right next to the bronzer. And I'm going to go on top of that to give even more of that like rose gold look. So that's it for the shadow. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply some falsies. So the ones I'm going to use are my tried and true, my ultimate favorite lashes, and they are the Grand Glamour lashes by Allure. They are the Vegas Nail Collection. I'm going to go ahead and apply these off camera again because my camera will die, I'm sure. So I'm going to go ahead and apply these and I'll be right back. Okay, so the lashes are on. I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of mascara, and I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. Love, love, love L'Oreal's mascara. So what I'm going to do is just going to go under where my natural lashes are and just give them a nice coat. I try and stay away from applying mascara onto the falsies because all that's going to do is it's just going to just diminish the quality of the lashes and make them look more fake than what they need to. I went ahead and opened the window up now that the sun is kind of coming out. So my camera has literally shut off about 6 times because the cards have been full. I've had to change it 3 different times. It's just a mess. So I don't know what it got and what it didn't get. So I was contouring. Really make sure that you get that bronzer into the hairline. It's not a cute look when you can see like that line of demarcation from like contour or bronzer and then hairline. And so for my blush, I'm going to be using the NARS blush. Looks like this right here in the shade Deep Throat. And I'm going to be picking that up on a Morphe E4 brush. I'm going to be using one last powder product, actually a new product that's out, and it is the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder in Golden Hour. It looks like this right here. It's so pretty and so luxurious. This is like one of those products that you want to display like on your beauty table or your vanity because it's so pretty. I love it. So basically what this is it is supposed to make you look like you have a filter on. So that's like kind of how they advertise it, like no filter needed. It's just supposed to give you a really beautiful, flawless, airbrushed skin. However, this is a colored powder. It is not like the translucent powder from Laura Mercier or the RCMA powder. It is a colored powder. So if you can see that, it does have like a peachy beigey tint to it. And this, to my knowledge, is the only color that is out. I'm not sure if they were trying to make this like a universal color. I do know though, for those of you who are very fair in skin tone, it's not going to work for you. If you are very rich in skin tone, it's not going to work for you. I was just lucky enough to have this shade match my skin pretty well. So I would say if you have my same skin tone, or if you're a couple shades lighter, or maybe a couple shades darker, you can make this work for you, but anything lighter than that, or anything darker, it's not going to work for you. But I really, really do like this powder. It truly is beautiful. It has a really pretty luminosity. So basically what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put this right here in this area under my eyes, kind of in the same spot where I highlight, like in that triangle area. And then I'm going to put it down the bridge of my nose, and I'm going to get a generous amount and put it like in the center of my forehead. You can put this powder all over your face, but I just want to put it in the spots where I highlight. I've heard
mixed reviews on this powder. Some people love it, some people don't really like it. I personally really do love it. It works for me. I'm also going to go ahead and like clean up that contour and like dust it under there. Let's see. So next I'm going to go ahead and highlight. I am back onto the Mary Luminizer by the Balm Kick. This is my favorite highlighter of all time. It looks like this right here. If you want a bright, beaming highlight, use this guy right here. Yeah. I'm also going to take a little bit onto my nose, the ball of my nose. I'm going to get a little bit and put it on my cupid's bow. Get it in there. Get it right, get it tight. And then I'm just going to go back in with no additional product and grab my blush brush and just kind of sweep over where I had the blush so there's no harsh line of highlighter. And so last but not least, we're going to go ahead and move on to the lips. So first I'm going to align my lips with the NYX lip pencil in the shade Nude. It looks like this right here. I love these retractable lip pencils because I never sharpen my pencils ever, or my eye pencils. So the fact that it's retractable just saves me so much time later on because I'm lazy. I am overlining, of course. I mean, why wouldn't I? So to put on top of that, I'm going to be using the Illuminate Gloss, again by Ashley Tisdale from BH Cosmetics. Looks like this right here. And it is in the shade Skinny Dipping. That is really nice. I like that a lot, actually. It is so creamy and pigmented and nice. It reminds me a lot of the Anastasia glosses. Alrighty guys, so once you have your lips on, your look is complete. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to try out this look and I hope you loved it. I really, really do love it. It is exactly what I had wanted. It's very soft and romantic and rose gold anything just fills my soul. I love it so much. This palette has blown me away. BH Cosmetics, like both of these products, blew me away. BH Cosmetics shut me up and like put me in my corner. They're such an affordable brand. I think this palette was like 12 bucks and the lip gloss was $6. So I am so impressed. So yeah guys, this is the complete look. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all and I will see you next time. Bye guys.